The world's scariest magic can sometimes turn your favorite pleasure into your worst nightmare. And when some of the world's top magicians are out to scare you, the horror quotient is bound to go up. So, be it Sacred Riana's zombie box illusion, or the terrifying guillotine illusion. Hello and welcome back, and today we are going to figure out the secrets behind the scariest magic tricks of all time. So, let's get started. The first trick, Sacred Riana's zombie box illusion. Now get ready to be freaked out, because this one's the most anticipated act of all the acts performed by the highly talented Sacred Riana. In her finale act on Asia's Got Talent, she brings a Pandora box which is placed at the center of the stage. After confirming that the box is completely empty and that there is nothing around it, she goes on with her magic ritual. Then, all of a sudden, a zombie appears from inside the box. And what do we see? One by one, she conjures up a dozen of zombie-like performers from that small box. Then she gets inside the box, and when the zombies open the box to look out for her, she's nowhere to be seen and the box is totally empty. Finally, she appears behind Angoon and scares the hell out of her. So, how did the zombies come out of nowhere? Well, here's the secret. Obviously, the zombies which came out of the box are all her assistants. But where exactly do they come from? The secret here lies in that huge wall placed behind the back of the box. Also, if you see carefully, the wall has small squares which make up its design, and the color of the box from where the zombies appear also matches with the color of that wall. And with that wall design, there is one small square which can be opened and closed like a flap, and this square is the one which allows the zombies to enter the box. Here in this frame, you can even see that the square's opening is not closed properly, which confirms the fact that there's a secret passage behind. So, before their arrival on stage, all the zombies were waiting behind the wall, and then, one by one, through that opening in the wall, they get inside that box. Also, if you notice, the square is aligned parallel to the box, exactly behind its backside. This conceals the secret opening when looked from the front side of the stage. Now you'd think, how come the audience didn't notice their feet while they enter the box? Well, to make this possible, once the flap is opened, there's an assistant behind the wall who places a narrow wooden bridge with a similar design, which connects the wall and the box, and this allows the zombies to easily enter the box, thus hiding them in the process. And now you all know it, how the zombies came out of nowhere, and that nowhere was the secret opening. Once all the zombies were on stage and performing their usual scary act, Riana goes inside that zombie box and disappears. Well, even this you must have got it. Riana disappears from that secret passage at the back of the box and finally appears at the end to scare them all. In addition, the below facts also make this act look perfect. Once the zombies went on stage to look out for Riana, here you can see them unlocking the wheels and moving the box back and forth. This tells us how the box was firmly fixed onto the floor and didn't move an inch, while the zombies were getting into the box at its back. And once they unlocked it and moved the box close to the wall, one of the zombies removed the bridge and threw it behind the wall. Also, the smoke, which you can see covering the whole stage, was done to make it look great, but at the same time prevented the shadows of those zombies from being seen as they crossed the bridge. Finally, notice how the stage was set up for this act. There's the Pandora's box in the center surrounded by 8 giant screens. Also, the design of that box is similar to all those screens. This was done to create an optical illusion, which made it difficult for the audience and easier for Riana to distract them in the process. So a lot of admiration goes to Riana for her amazing skills and mind, which made this act look quite horrifying. The second trick, Magus Utopia's Scary Assistant. Many of our viewers who watched our video on Magus Utopia asked us to reveal one part which we didn't explain in that video. The part where a scary assistant comes cycling onto stage to make this trick look even more horrifying. Just watch her carefully. She has 2 separated body parts, the upper body using which she's driving the tricycle comfortably placed at the back seat, and her lower body placed at the front seat. where using her legs she is seen pedaling the tricycle. So, how is this possible? Is she a real ghost or something? Don't think so. Well, before revealing the secret, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get instant notifications of our new video uploads. Now, let's quickly get to the secret. Now, this trick involves two parts, one involving her upper body and the other one her lower body. At the back seat, where is her lower body? And are those legs in the front her real legs? Well, it's all an illusion. And here's how it's done. The scary girl is placed over a mechanism which has a secret compartment, which you can see here, and she has her lower body positioned inside that secret compartment. But how did she manage to compress her legs in such a small space? Well, the trick here lies in that girl's incredible ability to fold her legs sideways, which can be done perfectly if you practice enough yoga postures for your legs. So this explains the part involving her upper body placed at the back seat. Now, coming to the front seat, the legs that you see here are not her actual legs. Instead, they're just a prop that makes it seem like her legs, and hence, the split-in-half illusion. But how is that prop able to pedal a tricycle? Well, if you see the top part of her lower body just above her hips, a huge circular blade saw is placed, which hides the part which is made using a special mannequin-like dress, created using baggy clothes and a few other items. While the legs you see pedaling the vehicle are actually mechanical legs, for example, bionic legs which are operated by the girl placed at the back seat. So this whole mechanism creates the illusion of her body divided into two halves, which makes it a great spectacle to watch. So finally, the last and all-time scariest trick on our list, the guillotine magic illusion. Centuries back, everyone feared the guillotine, which was by far one of the most fearsome methods of executing a person. But nowadays, it has turned into entertainment with the guillotine magic illusion. And many magicians around the world perform this illusion by trying to cheat a fake death. So, let's look at the trick first. The magician asks a volunteer, in this case a girl, who is totally unaware of the trick, and secures her hand using a strap to keep her from running away. Now, assuring her that nothing would happen, he locks the volunteer's head and hands into the front wooden stock by lowering her body and positioning it beneath the blade. He also places a bucket beneath her head, large enough to hold a head, in an effort to create anxiety in that girl and everyone present there. And now the mayhem happens. The sharp blade comes plummeting towards her head and separates her head from the body. But what about that girl? Well, she's all good, and it's very important to figure out this trick to eliminate any chances of harming people with this magic. It's a well-planned and smart trick performed by magicians to entertain the audience, and you should never try this anywhere. Now, the upper part of the guillotine employs a real sharp blade, while the lower part has a secret trap door. When the blade comes down, there are tiny stop blocks, and the blade hits those little blocks, which prevents the razor-sharp blades from reaching the girl's neck. In some cases, there can even be a rotating blade system, as you can see here, that keeps the person from actually being beheaded. But where does that girl disappear? Well, as you know it, there's a secret trap door which allows the girl's head and shoulders to drop out of sight as the blade comes down plummeting. And what about her separated head? To make it look convincing to the viewers, the moment when the girl drops her head and shoulders inside the trap door, during that exact moment, a form-fitting body shell of that girl appears, which makes it seem as if her body is still there, without a head. And the head you see in that bucket was her fake head, which only appears at the end from somewhere below the bucket. So this whole illusion makes this trick look very scary. So guys, hope you got the secrets behind the scariest magic tricks of all time. Which trick scared you the most? Obviously, it's gotta be the zombie illusion. And name any other video topics you would like us to create. Tell us in the comments below. Do like and share this video with your friends on social media. For more such amazing things, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And finally, thanks for watching.